Hey y'all, I'm a day late. Life got a little busy, but I did finally make some time today to drop my tomato seeds. The first tomato seeds I'm going to drop for the spring garden. Now, I do have some tiny tomatoes indoors, but these are going to be outdoors. I have my tomatoes seeds stuffed in here, but I also have my tomatillos in here. Now, these are my favorite tomatoes, jelly bean tomatoes, but that pack is empty. And then I have the 42-day tomatoes, which I don't like. Although I may try it again in sauces. So these are mostly new seeds. So I'm gonna try banana legs tomato. I'm just pulling on the gloves because they were a little loose. So the banana legs tomato only have 25 seeds in this pack. And they germinate between 70 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit. The Paul Robinson tomatoes, which everyone was talking about last year, only 25 seeds in this pack. I'm such a procrastinator, it just took me this long to order and then get them. I got them late last year, even though they're dated 2024. And a Cherokee Purple, 25 seeds in this pack as well. All of them have the same kind of instructions on the back of the pack. The Tiny Tim, I only do that indoors, so. Blueberries, only 10 seeds in that pack. Same instructions. This is another Cherokee Purple I think I got from like Walmart or somewhere. And I've had them for at least a year, so I'm gonna use the older pack. Now this pack has some water damage, but the seeds look okay. Anase Nori, I think that's how you pronounce that. And I just went with the seeds that looked interesting. I just went through the entire website. Now these are from the Dollar Tree. So those are beefsteak tomatoes. It's a large red cherry and aroma tomato. And I will plant these later, as well as the sweetie tomato. The sweetie tomato was very, very prolific every time I tried to grow it. But right now I want to go ahead and drop some seeds for the tomatillo, the pineapple tomatillo. And also for the ground cherry. I'm going to use the same type of seed starter tray that I use for the peppers. And also the remainder of the soil that I prepared the other day for the peppers, which is going to be just enough. It has been 2 days, so I'm going to rehydrate it a little bit. This soil got very dry. I'm adding a little more water. I probably should have added more. So I'm filling up these trays. I don't want them to be compact. I just want to make sure that the soil goes down to the bottom. Now I'm planting 2 seeds in each cell, one in the top right corner and one in the lower left corner. Now the seeds were sticking to the adhesive, so I figured out that I was going to have to kind of make sure the seeds are knocked down to the bottom before opening them. You definitely don't get very many seeds in these packs. But the goal is to ultimately save your own seeds. If just one seed in this pack sprouts, from one fruit, I would get dozens of seeds. From one plant, potentially hundreds. Now this mainly applies to heirloom seeds. With hybrids, you never really know what you're going to get. And there's also cross-pollination, which can change the next generation of plants that you get from those seeds. I'm looking forward to trying this Paul Robinson, which everybody seemed to enjoy. The packet says it has a smoky, earthy flavor. Google says it's named after a famous Black American 20th century artist. He was a singer, actor, and activist. And it also says the tomatoes are good on salad, sandwiches, and for tomato sauce. The blueberry tomatoes are said to have a rich, sweet flavor, and they're disease resistant and can grow up to 6 feet tall. Now, most of these I selected based on the descriptions and the reviews on the website. It'll be my first time trying most of these. I just knew I wanted to grow more tomatoes. I want to do more sauces and hot sauces and spaghetti sauces, pizza sauces, any kind of sauce that I can make myself. I want to do more of it myself. Now I have 2 packets of the Cherokee Purple tomato. One says it gets to be 8 ounces, and the one that I'm actually planting says it gets 10 to 12 ounces. I was attracted to it because of the size, shape, and color. It's said to have a smoky sweet flavor and is good to eat on salads as well as BLT sandwiches. I don't have very much soil left, so I'm only going to use about half of it to cover this side. I'm just covering the seeds that I just put in, like making sure that soil goes over the seeds and covers them. Some of these are very beautiful looking tomatoes. I just also want to see them in my garden. The back of the packet said is also known as the black pineapple tomato. The flavor is said to be complex with a smoky, acidic, and sweet flavor. Google says it's sweet and smoky with a hint of citrus. It can be used for tomato sauces or on salads. It is an indeterminate heirloom that gets about 6 feet tall. The fruit get to be about 1 pound, and it takes 85 days to mature. So since today is February the 1st and I'm dropping the seeds, by the end of April I should have fruit. We'll see. But this is the point of starting seeds early indoors so that I will get an earlier harvest. Now these are my 25-cent Dollar Tree beef tomato seeds. These are typically used as slicing tomatoes on burgers and sandwiches. Days to harvest is 80 to 85 days, and the fruit, according to the packet, the fruit are 9 to 12 ounces. Now I am a little worried about these tomatoes growing too quickly, but my tiny Tim tomatoes, they're at 2 months right now and they're not oversized yet. It's gonna be about 2 months from now when these will be taken outdoors. Now the tomatillo, I'm even more worried about that one because the purple tomatillo gets huge. So we'll see how this one does. But I definitely hope, this one is called the pineapple tomatillo. I definitely hope it has a pineapple taste and hopefully a sweeter taste, similar to the ground cherry. It'll be a lot larger than the ground cherry. The back of the package says that it's excellent for salads, salsas, desserts, and jams. And I just Googled, and Google says it's actually the ground cherry. So if it's exactly the same as the ground cherry, then I'll just have two of them. The package said that the fruit size is 4 ounces, so that may be the case. And the ground cherries look like tiny tomatillos. They have the little husk around them, but they're sweet. And the ground cherry also is more of a little bush. The tomatillo gets, well, at least the purple one gets tall. These seeds look very similar to the other ones, tiny, super tiny. So it may in fact be the same exact plant. I've planted these 2 years in a row now, so I don't mind having it extras. And I'm just showing how I was trying to make sure the soil got to the bottom because the soil is going to wick the water up from the bottom. I'm going to water from the bottom when I water this tray, except for this first time I'm going to water from the top. I do think I should have watered a little bit more because the soil wasn't quite as saturated. And now these are the vents. You can open and close them. I'm going to close them now because I want for these seeds to germinate. I put it on a heat mat next to the peppers, which haven't germinated yet. It's been 48 hours, but they haven't germinated yet. I'll keep checking those daily because when they do germinate, I'm gonna open up those vent holes. I was trying to wait for the tomatoes to get the same kind of humidity level because it happened really quick for the peppers, but the soil wasn't as wet. So I had to add some more water later. But you can see it kind of getting a little misty. Anyway, hope that was interesting and helpful, and I hope y'all are dropping your seeds now so you can get a head start on your harvest. Because the sooner you drop seeds, the sooner you get to turn around to harvest. Thanks for watching.